Coming to you live from the Now Media newsroom.
I'm Jim Check. You're watching Now Media. Now Media. With me, Denys Storozhuk. Did I get it right this time?
Better and better every time.
Storozhuk.
Every month you're getting better. Yeah.
We've been here so many times.
Yeah.
Storozhuk.
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 Yes.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Storozhuk.
Yes.
We usually do the Ukrainian update, but today we're going to talk about Tesla because it turns out we have lots in common. We both drive Teslas. And you've done something better than me with a Tesla. You went coast to coast in a Tesla, and you're a big fan of Tesla as well, eh?
Not only Tesla, but everything Elon is doing, SpaceX, robots.
Most consequential person on this planet. Would you agree?
Absolutely.
Yeah, there you go. You and I both. That's the only ones, maybe not, but
yeah.
But
well, we will talk about that.
The most consequential man on this planet, I believe, and so does Denys and Denys. Denys.
Well, Russian Denys, yeah. Ukrainian.
I grew up in a Russian community, Dukabor community, Grand Forks, and I know some Russian swear words.
Later, after the show.
But yeah, Tesla.
Practice them later.
Practice later. Tesla. How long have you had one now?
6 years.
6 years. Wow.
Well, I now have second one. My wife have one, and so on.
Oh, right, so yeah, so similar family. Like we have 4 in the family now.
Yeah.
Bought the first one. I bought the first one, a Model 3, and then tried it out. Got my toes wet to see if it was, doable. And then now we have 4 in the family.
Well, once you try it, you will never go back to regular cars, unless you live in like Northwest Territories or something, right?
We have the whole sexy lineup.
Yeah.
S3XY.
Nice. Collection. Yeah.
Sexy.
Yeah.
He's got a sense of humor, right? That's why he does that stuff, right? Sexy. Most people wouldn't even get it, right? The S3XY, but and you've had 6 years now.
Yeah.
So one of the original guys in Kelowna, probably not.
Yeah, I was a member of Tesla Club. There was a Tesla Club in Kelowna.
Yeah.
We had meetings, we had T-shirts, and so on. We were signaling each other.
Like do the wave, right?
Yeah,
just like a motorcycle guy.
Yeah,
right?
But then so many people start buying it. So first it was like enthusiasts who wanted to help with the movement and adopt something new. And now it's just economically viable. Regular people buy Tesla.
Cheaper, better, faster.
Yeah. And
cheaper, better, faster.
People buy Tesla, they don't even try FSD, full self-drive, because they just buy it as a regular car.
Yeah.
Just because it makes sense. But they not into trying.
Do you use FSD?
All the time.
Yeah, I use it too. I've been about a year and a half now. I think May of last year or something like that. So a year and a half of FSD. I'm a lazy driver now.
Well, not only that, one thing is it's safer.
Yeah, way safer.
Yeah.
Way better than me.
Yeah. So like one of my reasons why I promote Tesla, I want roads to be safer. Right? Yeah. So if more and more people have Teslas and use FSD, we will have much less accidents.
Yeah.
So myself would have much less chance getting into accident if all people around using.
There's no distracted driving.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because the car is never distracted.
Yeah. But think about old people.
Yeah.
Young people.
Mobility, right? All kinds of things.
Tired people.
Like people paraplegics. And
no, but I mean, even like old people or young people who don't have experience, they are much more dangerous on the road.
Sure.
People who have heart conditions or just tired, like if you just turn on FSD, it drives better than you.
Well, there's people in the United States right now that say they've had a medical emergency. They get in the car and they say, take me to the hospital. You just use voice command, take me to the hospital. The car drives them to the hospital, right?
Yeah. Yeah, so I think that's one of the things. And Elon mentioned also that, I don't know exact percentage, but definitely majority of the people who have Tesla, they did not try FSD, although it's like $100 to try in a month, right? And once you try it, you will always be on it. Yeah. But most of the people don't even want to try.
They're scared of it, yeah. Right? My wife resisted for a long time, and she has a Model S. She resisted forever. She said, no, not going to do it. Not going to do it. Now she don't want to not use it, right? She's like, why does my son doesn't want it. He doesn't want to try it.
Yeah.
And so if she has to drive his car, then she doesn't like it. And isn't it nice? Like you go from your wife's car to your car.
Yeah.
Nothing, right? No keys, no like changing fobs, no nothing, right? Like you can go into each car.
Well, the keys is one thing, like For regular car, I lost keys so many times. I have to attach Apple
$500
Tag,
each, right?
right? $500 each. Like if I go to the beach in not safe place, by myself, where do I leave the keys? If I have it on my Apple Watch, I just swim in it, right? So I can go and I don't need to worry about the keys. I have phone, watch. I have this just as a backup. That's your key. It costs $30 to replace.
Versus 400, right?
Yeah.
It's 500, 400, 500 for a fob.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the programming, they sell you the fob, and then you got to get a program, you got to get all this stuff. Whereas with Tesla, if I want to drive your car, you send me a key. You text me a key, I
send
text
you the
a
message.
key,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And then I guess the worst thing for a Tesla, I would say the worst thing, if you're cheating on your spouse, don't buy a Tesla because they can track your movements.
There are ways around.
What's that?
There are ways around.
Right, you could shut it off. But I'm just saying, because with my daughter, when I say, she's like, have you left work? I'm just like, yeah. She's like, no, you haven't.
Yeah. Well, but on the other hand, you see it adds more trust.
Yeah, for
Right.
sure. But
But,
it's also safety, right? So.
Yeah, safety. But I think that's not the main reasons, right? Like if you talk about the general concept of owning Tesla or electric car versus gas car. There are so many. Like I want to often with people want to do some kind of myth busting. You know, remember the show?
Yeah.
Right. So there are so many myths about Tesla. And
Light on fire.
Yeah, fire, of course. The only thing, the chance is 5 times less than gas car. Right. It's all in stats.
The big one, and you've done it. The big one is you can't drive them across Canada, and you did that. And I haven't done that.
2021, no, end of 2020, December. So 5 years ago, Tesla covered Highway 1 completely. 5 years ago. Since then, it's only expanding everywhere. So right now, they even have like a supercharging station in the cusp.
No, everywhere.
You know? So, of course, again, if you Yukon or like...
the northern community.
Yeah, okay. But how often? You know, how often you need to go there? Well, if you do, like I went to, when I was traveling, I went to Edmonton on Tesla and I needed to go to Grand Prairie. I just rented the gas car for a day and just went, you know, that's it. Now they have superchargers there as well, of course. But the experience, it was the best experience of my life. If you want to talk about it.
Yeah, go ahead. No,
right.
Like I mean, you drove coast to coast, and best I've done so far is Calgary, Vancouver, lots. But
well, that's why I've been in my first 2 years of Tesla ownership. But I did not feel that it gives me real difference versus gas car if you go just that close, Vancouver, Calgary. So the long trip, completely different. So. Well, first of all, there is no problem with charging, like the superstation every 200 kilometers. That's what it is on Highway 1. And it gives you ability to charge only for 15 minutes between the charges. Because you come almost empty,
go to the next one,
almost empty, and the charging speed in the beginning is very high. So one of the myths, you know, like I heard from so many people, like when I was driving, stopping in the charging station, other cars were stopping beside me and asking, how long does it take you to charge the battery fully? I said, well, fully, probably an hour, but I never charge it fully unless it's...
That first 80% goes fast.
Yeah, so I don't need to charge it fully. To get to the next station, 15 minutes is enough. And 15 minutes just enough to stop for... a restroom,
go for coffee, whatever.
Coffee, just a little rest, watch a movie on the screen.
Watch whatever you want, YouTube, Disney.
Netflix. I watch Netflix, right?
Whatever you want.
And it's healthy and it's safer also for you, less tiring. And the other thing, if you're using like full self-driving or even autonomous driving, you don't get tired. So you can easily go like 12 hours driving if you want. You just sit in the couch, enjoying the view.
I would say this to people right now. This is the thing. Like if you're driving, your shoulders are like this, right? Your shoulders are here. And you know, if it's icy road or whatever, it's tense, right? Because you're tense. Now, if you put your shoulders back into the seat, you could actually sit into the seat, put your head back into the headrest. It's like much better, right?
It's a couch.
Yeah, it's you can take your feet off the, because you're not in that position where your foot's down on the gas. You're not touching anything. You're actually relaxed. You can take a look around. You can watch, and you're actually more observant. And it's unless you experience it, it's hard to imagine, right? Because of the tension. Just feel that in your shoulders when you're putting them out, and then if you put them back, and feel the tension kind of disappear.
Well, you kind of, when you drive a car, you're doing a work.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
When you drive in Tesla, you're just enjoying it, right? You leisure. If you have nice road and you just want to take a drive for like 15 minutes, the mountain road, you just take it. Taking control over.
You can put it in. They got that in the States. We don't have it yet here. The 14 dot or whatever 14. It's Mad Max.
Yeah.
Right. We don't have it here yet in Canada, but.
Yeah. So that's one of the misconceptions. Like I heard on the forums, people said, I don't want to drive Tesla because I don't want to buy Tesla because I want to drive yourself. Oh yeah, you can drive yourself, and actually, when you're driving yourself, it's like driving sports car, but much cheaper. Yeah. It's completely different
cheaper,
experience.
better,
with accelerating, with the way how it handles the road,
makes
and
you
so on.
Nauseous.
Right? But you have kind of different modes, right? You can drive as a sport car, you can drive as a regular car, or you can just not drive it at all. It drives you.
I had a Corvette, a C7, and the only thing that the Corvette beats it in is sound.
Well, you can put the sound.
You can turn on a YouTube video or something, I guess.
Yeah. No, there are actually ways you can upload.
You can upload
sound.
There you go.
That will do sound for you.
But as far as acceleration to go, like I had a Model Y Performance, and it just made me sick. Actually, like it's that fast, right? Like you lose your stomach when you step on it, right? Like it's just
and it's so cheap, like compared to the sports car.
Yeah,
it's always under 100,000, pretty much.
Way cheaper, right? Way cheaper, and it's just. Again, I've did about 2.5 years now, and you've 6 years? How much maintenance in 6 years?
Well, I had to pull the washer liquid.
The washer liquid? That's about it, right?
Yeah, it cost me like $15 a year for maintenance.
The washer fluid, yeah?
Yeah, washer fluid. Yeah. That's the only maintenance.
How many times have you done the brakes?
No, never.
Yeah, some people are getting 1 million miles because it's like a golf cart, right? Like it's regen braking. So no brakes, no mufflers, no cooling system, no
liquids,
no fan belts, no liquids, no nothing, right? Yeah. So tires, they do burn through tires a little more than
depends on how you drive.
Yeah, so. It depends. If you like the acceleration, you're going to burn through some tires, and if you like hard corner, you're going to burn through some tires.
As in any car, pretty much.
Safest cars on the road as well, as far as...
So statistically, it's 4 times less. So the chance of you getting into accident, or when it's full self-drive, it's 4 times less than regular car. Yeah. So even if you don't use full self-drive, there are still some automatic systems that prevents you, and then it's 2 times less. And of course, if you get into accident, the chance of your survival or just going unharmed is much more as well, because so much safety systems.
Yeah. So one of the big things about Teslas is they don't roll over very easy, and most deaths happen in rollovers. Right, most of them are in rollovers, and you can watch some videos online. You can see if you hit a Model X being broadside it, it's like that old punching doll. They kind of just go back and they come back on its wheels.
Because it's so heavy.
The center of gravity is like so low that they basically won't roll over. You can't even push them to get rolled over. Whereas, like some of those other SUVs, they just become a rubber ball down the road, and they just get torn apart. But yeah, so they are designed. Most of them have 5-star ratings. Some of them have the best ratings in the world in crash tests.
And they also, some people even don't know how much it costs. It costs as much as your regular new car you buy, the average car, maybe. But it depends on the
model.
And duties change all the time. Canadian government, I think the prices went up just because government introduced retaliatory tariffs and so on. Then they will cancel it. It will go down. But the other thing about the cost, to be clear, is that price of Tesla, like self-cost, is actually going down with production scale. Yeah. So more Tesla produce, more Tesla people buy. That's my other reason why I try to convince people to buy Tesla, because I know that the more people buy it, prices will go down, right? So Elon is not a greedy person who tries to make money. He just wants to kind of
change the world.
Exactly, right? And about the charging, And in general, I have this good analogy, like owning Tesla compared to regular car is like owning iPhone compared to flip phone.
You were my daughter. You know, my daughter said the exact same to me because she was driving. This is hilarious because she was driving a Expedition, a 2020 Expedition, big truck, right? Big truck, right? And she was like, her payment was $1,300 a month, and then her insurance was another $350, and then her gas costs were about $400 or $500 a month, and she's like over $2,000 a month. Right? She's a nurse, right? $2,000 a month just in maintaining this vehicle, this massive vehicle, right?
Plus repair or whatever, the mandated.
And it was on, I think it was a 2022, I think, or whatever. But it was on warranty, and she was having tons of transmission issues, right? Which is common in those vehicles. Tons of like skipping the transmission.
Even when they fix it, you still lose so much time.
And a couple of stories there, because she would take it in and say the transmission, because I would tell you got to take it in for your warranty's up, and she would take it in. They'd say, yeah, well, you know, you got to bring it in like 4 or 5 times before we cover that, because you know it's kind of like a common area. And then I'm just like, what? And she said they make you feel stupid and all this stuff. Yeah. And then so she got a used Model X, which is, you know, she wanted a bigger vehicle. She got a used Model X. And she has a child, and their safest vehicles is the X. And then she had a warranty issue, so she took it in, and she was like, "I don't want to take it in because you know, like they're gonna make me feel stupid." I said, "Trust me, just take it in, you'll be fine." Right? She come back out, and she said, "I can't believe it. They right away they came out, they went for a drive with me, and they said, 'Oh yeah, we'll take it. You take this car, we'll get this fixed for you right away.'" And she said, "Do I need a key?" And they're like, "No, it's all ready for you." And then she said, "Do I give you my key?" "No, we got it." So it was just painless. And she said, the guy came out, he had no grease on him or nothing, and he was just so nice and friendly. It was like a guy comes out in a suit and he takes care of you. And she said, "I can't believe the difference from what I dealt with my Expedition and what I dealt with there." She said it was just unbelievable. And then she'd been driving it now for, let's say, a year. And she said to me, she said, "I get it now." She said, "I'm driving an iPhone. Everybody else is still driving a flip phone," which comes back to what you were saying. She said, I didn't really get it till you drive it for a while and you realize just how good it is compared to what, you know, like what you're used to. And she loved that Expedition. Yeah,
but you see, the thing is that like flip phone is to place calls. iPhone is also to place calls. So like a regular car gets you from point A to B.
No, yeah. That's the basic function.
Tesla gets to A to B, but so much more.
Yeah. It's like a computer, right? It's a robot.
Yeah, that's what Elon said, that Tesla is a robot on wheels. Yeah. But next year we having another robot coming that will walk.
Yeah.
Right,
Optimus,
right?
Which is part of the Tesla family too.
Yeah, so. And Elon's concept, it will give eventually sustainable abundance to the planet with almost free healthcare, food, whatever, right? Yeah. And that's like, if you come back to the question of meaning of life, I know it's different to every person. But to me, like I consider every human is a brick in the big building of...
the brick in the wall.
Yeah. Well, wall, not the building of civilization that we build.
That's a Pink Floyd song.
I know, of course. And Elon is like whole floor. Yeah. It's not one brick. And the meaning is...
it's a whole ecosystem for him,
exactly. Right? But I see that the meaning of life is to build this building so we are not contained on one planet, we expand. Yeah. Like even consider, we are in Canada, right? So if people won't invent like sea ships 1,000 years ago that can go over sea, we would not be here. We would be in the Europe, in constant war for resources to each other and so on, right? So just because innovators lead the humanity forward, we live in Canada, big, expanded, new continent, right? Mm. So that's the same thing that Elon is trying to do, is get out of Earth and expand civilization on other planets and eventually stars and so on. So we are safe in our quest. for future.
And I think one of the things that Tesla accomplishes, because I used to be a car guy, like, I mean, I'd like trade in cars every couple of years, because I have a lot of fancy cars. I mean, it was kind of like 16 years old, Z28s, all that kind of stuff. So I kind of had that itch to get a new car or whatever, Corvettes, 350Z, all that kind of stuff. One of my vices. And then with Tesla now, it's taken it all away, because I don't know if there's anything ever going to be better.
Well, but you also get updates.
The car's not even
month.
that important to me anymore, because the car to me now is more of a because the transportation part of it is so seamless. Like it's not like I need more from the car, right? Because the car is doing so much more.
Yeah, but consider this updates. So you were buying new cars because your old car was kind of out of date.
Yeah.
Tesla, well, of course, there will be generation things, but they are much more longer. You get updates. So basically, my first car from 2019, it would easily update to the latest software I have now, and it would have completely identical same features as the car you're buying right now. Yeah. So 6-year-old car and newest car you buy would be identical in driving.
Yeah. No, my daughter's is a 2020 Model X, because she bought a used one because they're fairly expensive, brand new. But I mean, her screen is positioned differently because she has the wider, longer screen. She likes it better.
Small improvements.
Yeah, but she likes the longer, like the portrait type screen. Yeah. And she has a dash, and I don't have a dash in my Model Y. But you're driving a 3 or what
3 and Y,
yeah, 3 and a Y. Yeah. So I mean, the Y is like the most sold car in the world last year. Yeah. And the Y is because it's kind of the SUV version of the model, whatever the Tesla
it's more
lineup,
family
right?
car.
Yeah, you can put a dog in the back or whatever. Yeah. A lot of people actually living in them and or driving. That's one thing. Did you camp in yours at all?
Yes, thank you.
There you go.
I saved so much. Not only I saved on hotels, motels, but it's completely different experience. So on my way, my regular stop was in the forest on the parking lot, just by the highway. Fresh air, put the car in the camping mode, drop the back seats. I bought a special mattress, right? And just get in there, and every night I have the best sleep in my life. Yeah. Because just think about it, the air is circulating, it's fresh.
You can't do that in a regular car, you have to turn it on to get your HVAC system to work, right?
And you can die because of monoxide, right? But the air is much more better than in any hotel, because it's in the forest. It gets in the complete temperature that I want it to be, let's say 17, 18 Celsius. And
you turn the fireplace on?
yeah, of course. When it's warm. When it's cold.
On the screen you can put on the fireplace.
Yeah, when it's cold. When it's cold, because it blows hot air. But so first of all, I did not have to book motels in advance. No. I did not have to check what time they open till, right? So I'm just driving while I enjoy it. Yeah. As soon as I think, it's time to sleep, just get on the first exit, stop.
Yeah. I know lots of guys that are doing it. They just do, or guys and girls or whatever. You get that mattress, because I have one. My daughter wanted one, so you get a mattress that has self-inflate, self-deflate, right? Mm-hmm. And then you put that in the back. It's fitted for the Model Y or the X, right? Yeah. And then you put it in camp mode, because then it just keeps the constant temperature, whatever you like, 19, 20, whatever you want it to be.
If it needs to cool it, it cools.
It does whatever you need it to be. And you got a starlight roof, right? Because you got the starry roof. And then you could turn the fireplace on if you want. And
I put the blinds also, like on the glass. Yeah.
And then they get an Anytime Fitness pass, 24-hour gym. They usually just stay in the parking lot of Anytime Fitness. They get up, they go shower, they work out, and then they're on the road. Yeah. Right? And then you eat wherever. And some guys even put like cooler in the back, because you got the trunk within the trunk, and you got the frunk, and you know what I mean? Some guys put coolers in them. And
I do.
And it saves a lot of money. And last time I went to Calgary, I should have done that instead of staying in a hotel. And the hotel experience was awful. Because they were running around the hallway, and they were smoking weed, and it was like I got like 3 hours sleep, and I said, I'm just going. I would have been better off just sleeping in the car.
Yeah, it's not only about the money. Yeah, it's just convenience. You sleep on your own bed, you don't deal with reservation, timing, whatever.
Yeah. If I was a young person right now, I would travel across North America in a Tesla with a mattress and an anytime fit, like a fitness pass.
Yeah.
And then you got your showers all worked out, and you got your fitness and everything, and you could see for almost nothing, right? Because some places you're paying like supercharger rates change, but in Richmond it's like 11 cents. Calgary is like 50 cents.
Well, it cost, if supercharger, in average, I calculated, it cost about $3 per 100 kilometers.
Yeah.
If you use
Pretty
supercharger.
cheap, right? Yeah.
But again, if you're a young person and not in rush, you can find so many free charger.
This
it's
longer,
slow,
yeah.
slow charging and so on.
Lots of hotels too, or parking lots you can find free.
Yeah, or if I stay in hotel, I always plug. But in Alberta, for example, they have this heating block in all hotels. Block heaters. You just plug regular. And many people don't realize it's another myth. Many people don't realize that you can easily charge it in your home from 110 volts. Yeah, 110.
My son does his like that.
Yeah, you
trickle
don't
charge, right?
Yeah, it's slower, but
overnight it does it. Yeah.
So for and it's almost free. Like if you stay in hotel, it's fully free.
Yeah.
You travel the country. I did not pay a cent for gas. I did not pay for supercharger because I bought the car when it was a promo, free supercharger.
Yeah, that's the other thing. You can buy yourself an older Tesla that came with free supercharging for life. You can still find them, like Model S's and that. You can still find them.
Yeah.
And they come with free supercharging for life. That means free gasoline for life. Can you imagine buying a car that says free gas for life? Can you imagine that?
Well, the other thing also, when you think cost of ownership, if you buy a new car, let's say you buy Toyota, you have 3-year warranty. To keep this warranty, you have to go to them for regular maintenance during the warranty term. And this regular maintenance costs you another $4,000.
Yeah.
So you have to add to the cost of the car another $4,000 plus your time plus and so on. So Tesla, it's on warranty without any need of maintenance, zero.
No, zero maintenance. That's the unbelievable part, and like all the myths too, like they start on fire, you can't drive them out of town. All those things are just crazy, and you've proven that. And I've driven to Calgary and Vancouver all the time.
And then they add more stations, more like in Kelowna, they just opened a supercharger, a few months ago.
But I put it in, and here's another tip for everybody: if you buy a electric vehicle, I would advise you to look at Tesla. At least look before you look at the rest of them, and use that as your benchmark, and compare it to the Tesla. And then you're going to go charge it at a level 2 charger at your house. There's like $650, I think, for Tesla. Before you spend the $5,000 or $10,000 that some people are charging for putting a charger in at your home, tell them you want a dryer plug installed before you tell them you want an EV charger, because it's the same plug, right?
You don't
just want a dryer plug.
You don't even need to install it. Many people have dryer plug in their car.
You can split it off a dryer plug. Yeah, you could run it off there too. But I'm just saying, tell them you want a dryer plug, and you're going to see the huge price difference between the dryer plug and an EV charging station. It's absolutely crazy.
Yeah, you're right. It's just all the little things. But as I mentioned, just the cost of ownership, safety, full self-drive. Like when I'm in the evening, when not many cars on the road, and I just feel tired, I never trust myself. And
I use it all the time.
Yeah. And I feel so much safer because right now, if I'm not asleep or something, there are 2 eyes on the road, right? I look at the road, Tesla looks at the road. 2 of us as a team, super safe, pretty much, right? And if we just complete about the experience, I took it as a kind of trip of a lifetime. It's completely different experience to regular car. A regular car, you are more usually, like how fast you are going from A to B. Like I went to arrived to Montreal. My friends there said, "How long did you take you to drive from West Coast?" I said, 10 days. They said, 10 days? Come on regular car, I can drive in 4 days. Did you take you 10 days because you had to charge so much? Say, no, because I stopped and smelled the roses, right? I enjoyed the drive. And
Like I said, if I was a young person, I'd do the whole North America with it.
yeah, exactly. It kind of forces you to enjoy the drive because every couple hours it's good to stop, you know, take some rest, not to be in rush, and you see much more of the country. And you're not trying to get to the next hotel just to get some sleep because you are relaxing in the seat.
And I can tell you one thing: when you're going like Kelowna to Calgary, and there's those short passing lanes, the Tesla passes in a hurry. Do you know what I mean? Like you don't need a lot of room to pass, right? Like it's just like that game of Frogger, right? Like if that power, if you need that power, it's there instantly. Like you know, some Hondas, you step on the gas and you're just like, what's going on? Car, come on.
Yeah, you don't need to calculate in advance. You know,
you don't need that 3 seconds. You step on some Hondas and you're just like, come on.
Yeah, I know. Especially now after Tesla, that's what you feel.
So you're just like, you know, it's instant acceleration.
Yeah.
There's such. I think you really have to experience it. And I think if you believe all the negativity about, especially if the political jargon, and you know all about politics, right? You and I do the Ukrainian show all the time. The politics, just drive the car, right? Just drive the car. And if you're going to buy an electric car, drive the Tesla, use it as your benchmark, compare the other ones to that benchmark. Because some of them are, you know, like if you're used to a lot of buttons, Teslas don't have, especially Model Y, Model 3, no buttons really, right? You know, everything's in one display. You don't need buttons, right? It's like an Apple Watch. How many buttons do you need, right? You know what I mean? Like, you don't need buttons. And once you use the software in that car.
I'm trying to find buttons on my iPhone, sorry. There's none. How can I use it?
The software is second to none. Like, you know, to find second place in full self-drive, you need a telescope. Right?
Everybody
like
agrees in number one in software.
There is no, use it as your benchmark. They make, I don't know, like iPhone flip phone is probably one of the best analogies to it, right? Like you can still buy a flip phone if you want it, right? Nokia still builds flip phones for some strange reason, but
if you compare Tesla to other electric cars, I hear all the time again my friends say, oh, Mercedes did this car, or BMW did this electric car, I like it much more than Tesla. Well, guys, this Tesla is a mainstream. All other electric car producers that are available in Canada are niche, niche players, right? They do electric cars just because they have to. You know, Tesla does it.
Some of them are doing so badly, they still leave the drive shaft hump in the middle of them that you're just like, what is this? Right? Like,
so you have problem with charging on the regular cars unless you charge at home. Of course, warranty, because you're dealing with the same dealerships, as you mentioned. And you're just always behind. It's like, again, owning iPhone compared to owning some strange, Windows Phone, for example, if you remember those. Or some niche products that maybe sound nice in some aspect, but they lose value instantly.
And the dealership experience, buying a Tesla, the dealership experience, you go buy the Tesla, it's almost all done on the phone because you just pick your color and whatever. You got your phone. You walk into the service center, I shouldn't even say dealership because it's not like a dealership. You walk into the service center and you just have to, they tell you where your car is. You go physically inspect it yourself, look for scratches. You come back in, you click accept, you accept that vehicle. And that's basically it. They point you to the insurance guy, and they do the paperwork and stuff like that. And that's about it, right? Because I tried to buy other stuff, and there's like, not here. You can't buy anything.
No, you did not mention the main thing. Hardman, negotiating the price.
Oh yeah,
right? If you come to regular dealer and you did not negotiate, did not negotiate the price, you stupid. If you did negotiate the price, it takes so much resources and so on, and then
drives you crazy.
And you still think, did I get the best price after all of that? Coming out, leaving, they chasing you. Okay,
and then they add on this coding, that coding,
like
this
small
thing.
print and so on. Tesla, clear, transparent price. And even dealing with Tesla technicians, like I had some warranty claims, like little thing, like change this, change that. It was all free. They're the best guys, at least those that are in Kelowna. He comes to my home, does not need anything from me because he has application, everything. He just asks, leave the car on the driveway. right? And then it's always zero. Warranty, not warranty. They try to make more for you than they try not to make any penny. Like my warranty was running out at 80,000 kilometers, and I told him, my warranty runs out in a month. My steering wheel is a little bit scratched, and my driving seat, it produces some sound when I move in it. I said, no problem. In a week, I'll replace it. Zero.
Yeah, crazy.
So, and the reason is they don't work on commission.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, they're not trying to.
The main goal is customer satisfaction.
Yeah.
The main goal of guys in the regular dealership,
commission,
get money from you.
Yeah.
Right? And that's completely different concept. Yeah. Now, Elon, I think, as you said, but I think he is the greatest person ever lived. I could not see any other one person who made so much for humanity. Tesla, we know, okay? SpaceX, just think about it. The cost, I have one of the slides, by the way, you can put it up, the cost of launching the, that's a
SpaceX mobile right there.
Yeah. That's Lake Superior, by the way, and free charging.
Free charging. Yeah.
Free charging. So that's what I said. It invites you to stop. So I stopped here to use some free charging and went swimming in Lake Superior in October.
Nice.
If I would drive regular car, I'll just pass by.
Yeah.
And I would never have this picture, right, to remember. Because
maybe we'll go through some of your pictures. You can flip through some of them.
Yeah. That's Ottawa.
Yeah.
It's not my Tesla. It's Quebec City, but it looks like it.
That's not a Tesla, by the way. You look at the door handle.
Yeah.
That's a Toyota.
And that's Quebec City. Just a nice picture, just to show that I've been there, because not many people. So 13,000 kilometers I drove altogether, because I did the side trip to Saskatoon and Edmonton at the time.
You got any more of those slides?
Yeah. Yeah. Bring up this one about the.
You got the SpaceX one?
Yeah, SpaceX. People don't realize how much one single person did for humanity. Like space. Okay, we use GPS, we use telecom, we use weather satellite.
You have Starlink at home yet?
I don't, but think about that. How much government have spent before to get internet or telecommunication to remote areas of the country? In our taxpayer money, because they need to be connected, right? Now, should be zero.
Starlink, I have at home 2.5 years, 3 years now, Starlink, and I have 3 Starlink dishes now. One mounted on the roof of my Y. You should do that next. You put the Starlink Mini on the roof of the car, and up to 160 kilometers an hour, as long as you're not speeding over that, you have internet all the time.
Right. Well, the idea is that Elon have that soon Rogers, Telus, and so on, they get out of business because the satellite phones and the internet everywhere.
Well, in
much
Ukraine,
cheaper.
they're using it too, like Starlink, right?
Yeah, and they said, our soldiers said that without Starlink, they would not survive, especially first years of the war, because they had technological advantage over Russians, who had problem with communication and who were trying to suppress
they're
all.
Stealing Starlink now, you were saying.
Now they do, but they were trying to suppress all Ukrainian military communication with their jam in it, but they could not suppress Starlinks. And that gave advantage to Ukrainian troops in coordination in everything.
If you just go on to X, find an X account, and go to the go to SpaceX's account, we can pull up some, because they announced today that they're going to do a new base there in Florida, right? Starship base.
Oh yeah.
They're going to have 3 launch pads.
Starship. It had 11 launches. I just checked their plan for the next year, and I could not believe it if it will happen. So there are so many launches for refueling, like demonstrate refueling, launch fuel tankers into orbit, and the plan is to launch 5 ships to Mars in the next year, because it's a window.
Crazy. Yeah, the window's open.
It's a window, right? And 2027, the plan is land on the moon in Starship.
Build a lunar base too.
Right. And
would you go? To the moon base?
Yeah, but not in to 2027. I'll give it a few years
So
to
you test it out?
Yeah, test it out. Yeah, yeah. First.
Yeah, it's SpaceX there. That's their account if you want to go see what's on
And
SpaceX.
you know, I had a background in software engineering and all this agile process that Elon is using. People think, okay, SpaceX, they started away and then it blew out again or did not succeed. But that's the whole model.
That's the new Starbase they're building right
In
there.
Florida, yeah.
Good 3 launch pads.
Yeah, and the whole concept, like basically when NASA ship blows out, it's a bad thing. When SpaceX ship blows out, it's a good thing because they learn something. They learn one more reason
Limitations,
why it blew out, and they will fix it, and it will never blow out for the same reason.
Have you ever seen, like, you did software engineering, have you ever even thought that you could actually catch a rocket that came back from space with a pair of chopsticks?
Well, I had experience in space engineering as well. That was never a concept, you know.
Do you know what I mean? Like
Russia.
reusable rockets, right?
Yeah.
Reusable rockets.
That drives the cost down 3 times by itself.
Yeah.
The
Reusable rockets. It makes space travel viable.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So can you get the slide for the cost of the launch? Yeah, the picture. So SpaceX reduced the cost of the cost of bringing 1 kilogram to the orbit 10 times in 20 years.
Wow.
10 times. And it opens so much possibilities. It gets Russia out of competition completely, by the way.
Right. Well, most anybody, other than China, like SpaceX is doing the majority of the launches in the world,
doing
right?
majority of the launches because it's so cheap. And that's a difference of commercial enterprise versus government agency.
Yeah.
That's commercial enterprise, their main idea is to reduce the cost. Government agency, ask for more money, ask for more taxpayer money, right? So
$200,000 for a nut.
Right. Yeah. Right. So and Elon, he's so obsessed with driving the cost down, both for Tesla, for SpaceX, and so on. And if somebody can put humanity to other planets, at this point, that's Elon.
You make the statement, the most important person you say ever.
Ever. I tried to see who, you know. And I could not find any person of this caliber.
And I definitely agree with most consequential person in our lifetimes ever. And it's because of, if we look at him, he's leading in all the leading industries. If we look at electric vehicles, there's no second place, really. And then if you look at Optimus, which is what Optimus is going to do, is probably makes what Tesla is right now, it dwarfs it, right? And that's a leading, robotics is the leading industry, and the robots are already on the road. They're just cars. They just don't have, they're not bipeds right now. They're just cars. They're robots right now.
Yeah, robots will have same software, same chip, many parts same as Tesla. The cost in the launch is about 20,000. That's what forecasted. But just think what a robot can do. How many tasks it can do, both in industry.
The robots are building the other robots.
Exactly. In industry, in homes, building other robots, caring for old people.
Everything.
Childcare, healthcare.
Mentoring, teaching, everything. Protection.
Exactly, protection. But healthcare, our healthcare is in never.
Or even if you're a bad person, it could be your own parole agent, a leash.
Yeah, yeah. Of course, there are some challenges with that, but this good thing is Elon completely recognizes the challenges. He was one of the person who was in the start of this artificial intelligence boom. And at the same time, he's the one person who recognizes all the possible problems it can create. So that's a thing, but it's like from practical terms, I love Tesla. I will love the robot. In a couple of years, I'm surely get one. I have I created already a list of tasks for a robot in my home.
I already got the to-do list for the robot.
Yeah, to do. Yeah. Mostly it's what my wife sends to me. What I have to do, I just
the honey-do list goes to the Optimus
Optimus do list. Yeah, and many of those, yes. But you think about that. Like when people talk about great people, They talk either about politicians, but politicians just borrow power from people.
Yeah.
They don't
Or
create
steal.
anything. Yeah, steal, borrow, make good decisions, bad decisions. Artists. Well, yeah, it's great, but what exactly did it for human? And engineers. And if you compare Elon with any previous engineers, nobody did so much in so different areas.
Yeah.
Right? It was always the teams.
Yeah.
And here is the one person. And all this fuzz against him and so on, well, you should understand he is a genius. He is not, his goal in life is not to make people pleased around him. He has different goal in
He
life.
may well have saved the world for democracy too with purchase of X, by keeping that platform. And the censorship kind of all died after that, right? You know what I mean? Like, they all fell after that.
Yeah,
Facebook said they were being bullied. YouTube said it. Everybody else said it at the same time. But if you think about the other leading industry, communications, Starlink is the largest global communications company in the world and will likely dwarf everybody else in the short little while.
Yeah, they launch more and more satellites. It's the coverage is
close to
improving.
8,000 right now up there.
Yeah,
in Starlink.
and with Starship, as soon as Starship is ready, it will be able
Just
to
spitting
launch.
them out like crazy. Like wafers. Yeah.
So it will come. It will come the phone.
Yeah.
Like that, connected to satellites all the time.
Yeah.
You don't need to pay to Rogers or Telus.
Yeah.
And you cover it everywhere in the globe.
Yeah, no dead spots.
Yeah, no dead spots. Probably very low tariffs. Instant internet, super fast. Same for your home. Same for everywhere.
Internet of Things.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the other one is energy. And that's then Elon Musk is big into solar, and they do have the energy side of it. And if you listen to what Elon has to say about solar, that is where, at the end of the day, most of our energy is going to come from the sun. So
exactly. But the other thing, even with batteries, what he's doing, I think it's in Australia. But think about that. We have so much excess power because power consumption at daytime is so much higher than nighttime.
So that's where batteries come in,
right?
Megapacks.
And that's where batteries come in.
Yeah. So Megapacks is there is a lot of installation. Hawaii has, I think, a whole island now that is all on solar and Megapacks.
Mm-hmm.
Australia is doing a full city on Megapacks and batteries. So, and Tony Seba from Rethink X has said that it's basically comes down to a U-curve where, depending on even Alaska, it works. You just need more batteries. So depending on Saudi Arabia, less batteries, more energy from the sun. So there is all that too. And energy, I'd say it's all about energy. Wars have been won and lost on energy. Wars are waged for energy as well. And if you go look, there's a really good, we're going to actually run it on tomorrow's show. We do a daily show every 9 a.m. We're going to run it tomorrow showing you what the earth puts out, the sun puts out for energy compared to what everything else is. And
but
it's absolutely amazing.
One man, SpaceX, solar energy, Tesla, robots coming.
We didn't even talk about Neuralink.
Well, I don't know.
Here's one for you. I don't know if you've seen this one. This one is interesting. Russia says it wants peace. This is one of the things. I know you're not a big fan of that, but Putin anyway. If Russia says it wants peace, but in exchange they want Elon Musk to build a tunnel from Alaska to Siberia. It's only 56 miles, right? They want a boring tunnel. They want to build a boring. You didn't hear about that? No. Yeah, they want a tunnel from Alaska to Siberia to connect North America to the Asia. And then they said that would be the most economical, and I did it through ChatGPT, and it would be the most economical trade route ever built. Just if you went under the Bering Strait, and it would take 20 minutes to get from Alaska to Siberia.
Well, the problem is how you get on the Russians. I don't know Alaska infrastructure, but I know Russian very well. How do you get to this point in Russia? There is no roads, there is no railway.
And they're only asking Elon to build a 56 miles.
So to get railway from the closest point to there, with Russian speed of doing things, would take probably 100 years. And consider it's also frost.
You have to go underground, probably. You have to go under.
It's permafrost.
Yeah, you have to go under.
So yeah, you can build the tunnel, but who will use it and how? It's.
Hey, they just asked.
Yeah,
They just
sure,
asked, you know?
sure. No problem, you know.
I'm just saying the boring company. Have you been to Vegas and went in the tunnels?
No, I saw the movie. Yeah, no,
Yeah, so I've been
film,
in
yeah.
it a couple times, and it's absolutely incredible. Now they have it from downtown, the convention center, all the way to the airport.
Yeah.
And it's just so fast with the Teslas, right? So it's like ants underground. It's just Teslas moving fast underground, right, in these tunnels.
Well, it just shows how great the person is. Yeah, I don't think personally this. I think the switch to robotaxis and full self-drive will do much more for people in big cities than boring company by itself, especially Kelowna. We don't need maybe instead of second bridge, I would say. No, it's too deep.
You know, but you know, it's that thing. I was just in Tokyo for 10 days, and their high-speed trains are just crazy over there, like really good. It would be just think if you could go Calgary, Vancouver in an hour, right?
Yeah, but there is not enough traffic. But the other change that I did not talk, and actually that's why we need more people and politicians to buy in it, is getting approval for full self-drive and robotaxi in Canada and BC, right? Because as soon as it happens, so for example, my mom, she does not speak English. She's so shy. She stays at home because she does not drive, does not have a driving license, and she could not go anywhere. Like technically she can call the taxi, but she's afraid that she will have to talk to a taxi driver, and then she's too shy. So if she can call robotaxi, go where she wants, come back without disturbing anyone, think about all disabled people, and so on.
It opens up so many doors for people. Yeah.
And safety-wise. Right? And the cost is down. But the other thing is, it will lead to much less cars on the road, much less parking space needed, much less accidents, and so on. Because the family that currently have 3 cars, for example, can reduce potentially to 1 car.
Or none.
Yeah, or none, of course. But just an idea with 1 car. Okay, need to get to work at 7 a.m. You take the car to work, send it back home by itself, right? Because it needs to deliver kids to school. Kids to school go without parent. You know, that's the whole idea, right? They deliver kids to school, come back home. Now it's in disposal of wife to go shopping.
Or it goes to work. It makes you money.
It goes to work, right? And then it saves other people from buying the car. So it's a whole new economy which leads to much less cars on the road, much less cars production, much less CO2, if you believe in that, greenhouse emission, right? All of that. Like this could be instantly changed, and we have all technology for that, and software is improving all the time. Like I got the update like a year ago. About a year ago, I would not trust my car to drive me completely home when I'm just sleepy. Now I could, because the software improves so fast, right?
I know, it's crazy.
And people should understand it. I think that's the most news you would watch for. Because politics, all of that, it's just temporary. It changes very fast, and it's not going anywhere.
Yeah, if you haven't driven a Tesla, they're actually really good too. You go up to Kelowna now, has one of the biggest dealerships here in BC. I think it is the largest one
and
here.
Free trial, I think.
Yeah, so you go in there, you walk in there, and they'll give you a car to drive. So you can go try it out.
3 days.
3 days. They'll give you a car. You can't get that in most dealerships. They'll give you a car because they know where it is. And you can take it and drive it. And trust me, trust Denys. Like it'll change your life, change your perspective. Just go in with an open mind. Just try to drop all those misconceptions on like it's going to light on fire and it's going to do this. They are the safest car on the road, proven. That's proven.
Statistics, you could not lie numbers.
And the cheapest to operate, right? Because it's
insurance is the same, by the way. Some people think that insurance is more expensive than regular cars. No, it's the same.
You have an option of self-insuring as well if you don't finance it. You know what I mean? Self-insuring, you just put the PLPD on it, and you just because you don't take your chances, right? But they are. The warranty on a brand new one is like 8 years on the battery.
8 years on the battery,
on the battery.
4 years bumper to bumper.
And there's not a lot of bumper to bumper to You know what I mean? There's not a lot to the car.
Yeah, but if your seat becomes squeaky.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, there's not a lot, like, you know, like all the buttons and all the, you know what I mean? Like, there's no cooling system, there's no muffler system, and the maintenance is
Zero.
absolutely crazy because, you know, if you buy a new Honda or something, they have these service level 1, service level 2, service level 3, service level 4, same as BMW. You know what I mean? Although BMW has, like, you buy, I think for the first 4 years they take care of everything, but it's built into the price, obviously.
And how many years the regular car will surf in the end, and how many years Tesla car? I plan to give Tesla to my grandkids, the Tesla that I have right now, because it will work. And you know, okay, my mom still uses iPhone 6. She loves it. You know, if the battery dies, I'll just replace the battery. Same with Tesla. People think the battery will die. Okay, if it dies,
$8,000 to $10,000 on a battery.
Yeah, if it dies 20 years, I get brand new. It will drive as brand new car.
That's basically the whole car's replaced, where you change the battery, right? You know what I mean?
But also, even if it gets to half capacity, it's more than enough to drive in the city.
It's something that you should take a look at. Like, I mean, like I said, you started with one, I started with one, and then, you know, you just, because I've seen most families, they get one and they're just like, holy cow, and then the next one, and then they won't buy anything else, right? So, because it's just that different,
it's instant
game
love.
changer.
Instant love.
Yeah, I mean, some people don't. I mean, if you need something to look different, go buy the BMW, go buy the Mercedes or whatever electric if you want. Because some people don't like because it's pretty vanilla for sure. Like, you know what I mean?
You can just wrap it in anything you want.
My daughter wrapped hers, right? And hers changes colors. It's got the cycle changes.
Here you are, you know, and so many accessories, like so much, you know, internet.
Want, right?
You can create anything you want, inside, out. It's wow.
But the cool, especially for young people, I think it's a game changer. And if you like to go to concerts and different things, is that putting the mattress in the back, which is about $100. I think you can buy them. You can find them on Tesla accessories. But about $100. Self-inflate, self-deflate, which is really nice. You know, pumping, right? Just they push the button and it inflates, deflates, and then like no other vehicle offers climate-controlled cabin. Like, you can actually use it as an RV. Like, you can't do that in a regular car. Because I've tried camping as a youngster in a pickup or whatever. You got to turn it on every like half hour to warm up, and then turn it off, turn it on, turn it off, turn it off, turn it on. Do you know what I mean? To get heat, right? Because the heat's coming from the engine block. You
know what? It's even illegal. Like, Kelowna have by law. Idling is 1 minute maximum. Well, fall, spring, it's okay. Summer, I see cars standing on the parking lot. Running the engine just to have air cooling. Winter, I come to pick up somebody from a volleyball game. Car standing on the parking lot, warming the engine. You know, it's even illegal. I'm not talking about CO2 inconvenience. You can leave the car, really, right? It's completely game changer. In Tesla, you don't even think. You just set the temperature, and whether you drive, you stand. You just left. You control it from your phone. Anything.
You can warm it up too. I had a 1-ton diesel, and I get up in the morning, say it's 20 below in the wintertime, and I would push command start. I needed at least 10 minutes, right, for even the heat to start to blow. By the time I got to work, it would finally be warm in the cabin. But with the Tesla, I can, within a minute, I can turn it on. I can go outside. I open the doors like Mexico, right? The hot air just overtakes you when you get in. And it's absolutely completely different.
Two more little features I did not mention. Self-parking. I'm bad with parallel parking. Luxury of Kelowna. You don't need to do much of it, right? But because I'm bad, I lose my hand on that. If I go downtown, car just spots the parking spot on the road. I press the button. It does it all itself. Now, when it does it, I can completely be on my phone, do whatever I want. It takes a few minutes. Perfect parallel parking. I just recently used this feature. I did not use it much before. So I went from Canadian Tire. It's raining. I don't have anything. I don't want to run. Click Summon. Car come by itself to my just to where I'm standing under the roof. I get in. I got a lot of weird looks from people.
What the heck's going on here, right?
But it works. It's safe. In case of any problem, it will just stop. You know, even when I try to park in the tight spot between two other cars standing like that, right? I need to get in here. And on regular car, I would not be able to open the door. So I get out of the car, give the command, move back. It parks between two cars, very tight. I would not be able to open the door.
No, it's
I do it at Big White on my underground.
It's pretty amazing, actually, in so many different respects, right? We could probably go on and on, but
no, but I mean, if it would be like 2, 3, 4 times more than regular car, you would understand. But if it's the same price,
it is in the U.S. right now. It is lower than the average price of a new vehicle now in the United States, and I don't know what incentives are available now, but I know in the United States there's still some incentives available and stuff like that.
Too bad he did not build a factory in Canada.
Well, they vilified him though, right? He's a villain in Canada. Do you know what I mean? They called him a Nazi. Do you think he's a Nazi?
Oh my God. Who cares? You know, who cares what roll out from his tongue? You know?
Yeah. You know what I mean? He has Canadian roots. They should be on bended knee begging him to give us a scrap of something, a scrap of SpaceX, a scrap of Starlink, a scrap of something, right?
No, but I mean, with a factory of Tesla in Canada, there will be no question about the duties that raise our prices up and so on. Oh, and the last thing, very last thing. One of the myths I heard so many times, Tesla is not built for Canada. The battery does not work in when it's too cold. Yeah. Edmonton, minus 40. I'm on Tesla. Yeah, the range is a bit less. It's instead of 400 kilometers in the city, I can get 250 maybe. And it's only if I run the heater all time. But 250 is more than enough per one day, right? And it's more than enough to get from one supercharger to another. Big White. I drive there like 2-3 times a week in the ski season. No question. So it doesn't matter.
So I lived up north, high level Alberta, where it gets to minus 50, and I've worked in Thompson and different places. If you don't plug your car in, if you don't plug it in, like in a block heater, and then something, a battery warmer, and then you have something inside your vehicle, like a car warmer inside, you have 3 plug-ins, you have to plug your vehicle in all night, or it won't start at 50 below. Like it's it. And then you got to tow it to the gas station and warm it up before you can start it. And this is from experience, right? As a youth, like you got to have them block heater, and you know how many cords are dragging down the highway, right? You know what I mean? Like when people leave, they leave in the cord, you can see them coming down the highway because the cord, they pulled it out of the socket.
So from this perspective, I think Tesla is more built for Canada than regular car, right?
Because like you don't have to plug it in. You don't have to plug it in. You're going to lose some range, yes, but you can start it and it'll defrost the windows before you get out there.
And then you would not drag the cable either because
it won't drag the cable.
It won't drive
I can remember once I had a Camaro, and I started it, and I ran out there, started it, and it finally run. I went back in the motel, and I looked out the window, like in 15 minutes to see how it was doing, and the steam was coming out of the hood, right? And I guess I didn't have enough antifreeze in it, so it was froze up, so the block was overheating now.
Well, you have to
I towed it to the gas station, cost me over $500, right, to defrost the thing, put new antifreeze in. You don't need antifreeze in a Tesla.
And very last thing, sorry, about Tesla. Charging. Like, I did not use supercharger for probably 3 months.
No.
So it works like iPhone. You come home overnight, you plug your phone in by your bed probably to the charger. Same, I come home, I plug my car, it's always charged. You know, with regular gas car, I have to think, I have to monitor, to remember to get to the gas station. There is no such thing. You know, it's less hassle compared to gas car.
When you're standing there at the gas pump and you're pumping your gas, what's that smell? You smell that? You know what I mean? The fumes? Those are toxic. You know that, right? Yeah. So I had a diesel truck. So you're just like, have some more, right? Because you're standing there and you got to pump, right? And then you get in the car, and lots of times on the diesel pump, your hand's covered in diesel, right? Because then you get in there and you can't get rid of that smell for a while.
It's very good for your health. Your doctor.
Here's the other last thing I'll say on the charging. When you charge a Tesla versus another electric vehicle, it's like the iPhone. You come home, you plug it in, that's it. You walk away. You don't have to credit card, no nothing. You know what I mean? No nothing, right? Imagine coming home with your iPhone and you plug it in, and you got to plug it in 6-7 times. Then you got to go to another screen. You got to swipe your credit card 3 times, see if it works, and you find out that one doesn't work out on the next one and the next one.
No. Imagine that you have to go to the gas station to recharge to put gas in your phone so it runs. Would you like it? Even if you have to do it once in 3 days.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, like with the other electric chargers, half of them don't work.
Other
so
electric cars. Don't buy other electric cars. That would be stupid.
With the Tesla supercharger, you take it out of the thing, and it opens automatically. The thing opens. You stick it in and go do whatever you want to do, and you come back.
And then you get a message on your phone that it's fully charged.
Time to go. And the nasty part is, if you don't move your car, they're going to charge you more.
Sometimes.
Anyway, we're going to plug here. You're doing the Authentic Ukrainian Fundraising Buffet. That's on December 19th, Friday at 6 o'clock at 1309 Bernard Avenue, $39 early bird. So come and get, and this supports the efforts in Ukraine. And there's no better food on this planet than Ukrainian food. Dennis will tell you that, right? I'll tell you that myself.
And it's all you can eat. All homemade.
You can eat. So that's a good deal. And that includes things like borscht.
Of course.
Borscht.
Pierogies, cabbage rolls.
Like, who doesn't love pierogies, right? Cabbage rolls. Cabbage rolls, my mom used to make cabbage rolls.
With hands. And,
I think that's Hungarian, no cabbage rolls.
We will talk about that. And goulash as well. The money goes to the good cause. It's not commercial enterprise. So buy it while it's early bird price. And last times it is always sold out. So buy in advance.
Again, a great treat to Ukrainian food, and Christmas. Nobody does Christmas better than Ukrainians as well, right? So
you'll love it.
Everybody has a purpose in this world, and the Ukrainians is Christmas and food, right?
Well, we have so many crafts, merchandise, so many nice T-shirts for you. And entertainment, of course, dancing, singing.
How many people in the Ukrainian community have you convinced to buy Tesla so far?
I would say personally about 7 or 8.
There you go. You and I usually do the Ukrainian update. Hopefully there's some good news coming in the next little while as well. Then we're going to try and get somebody on actually in Kiev or something to talk to, right?
Yes, I'm going to arrange it.
So we're going to get that.
Yeah, in the next couple of weeks, before Christmas for sure.
So that was Coast to Coast in a Tesla, and that was with myself and Dennis. And again, we do a lot of times we do the update from Ukraine. We had a young man that was actually in the war, soldier, and then prior to that, we had another young man that was 17 and maybe going back, right? So hopefully it's over before he has to show up to serve. But and then also you're still working on that petition as well, right?
Petition. I just talked to another initiative group that's doing that. So what we're doing right now, we are crafting the letters to MPs. So basically, the idea is that we want all MPs in the country to get the letters from Canadian citizens and companies supporting Ukrainians and supporting for Ukrainians to stay here because that's the best workers.
About
300,000,
that
right?
need a PR status, right?
So we assume if MPs in total will get like 1 million letters from Canadian citizens and companies, then they will, in Parliament, they will be pushed from their electors, basically. They will be pushed to make the change. So that's our new strategy, and it will be published on our Facebook group, Kilona Stands with Ukraine. This letter, and if you have Ukrainians working for you, you know their work ethic, or you have Ukrainian friends.
We have one here, Alexa.
Yeah. You see, just sign the letter, send to MP, and we will make it happen.
She's second generation, but yeah.
She will sign it.
There you go. And that's, we thank you for watching Now Media.
Thank you.
We don't just report the news. We live here too. We're your neighbors, bringing you stories that matter to all of us. No government funding, no outside influence. Kelowna Now, local, independent. News you can trust.